On July the 18th, the Russian military shelled municipalities in Donetsk region 26 times. One person was killed and 2 people were wounded, said Donetsk region police press service. The Russians pounded on residential blocks of Bakhmut, Avdiivka, Kramatorsk, Kostantinivka, Soledar, Selidove, New York, Ivanivske and Pokrovske from aviation, rocket launchers, artillery, Grad and Uragan MLRS. According to the police, 22 civil facilities were damaged, 15 detached houses, 2 plants, a dairy farm and a college. Pavlo Kyrylenko, the head of the Donetsk Regional Military Administration, reported that 1 person was killed after shelling in Avdiivka and 2 more people were wounded. Since the beginning of Russian full-scale invasion of Ukraine, 66 people have perished and 1,608 have been injured in Donetsk region. On July the 18th, the Russian troops went on offensive in 4 directions in Luhansk region. The Ukrainian forces repelled the attacks, as reported by Serhiy Haidai, the head of Luhansk region military administration. The Russian military carried out 4 missile strikes and 2 airstrikes on municipalities on the border of the 2 regions. They opened artillery fire on residential houses 11 times. According to Mr. Haidai, the Russians mobilized almost all men on the occupied territories in Luhansk region. In Alchevsk, they even started to send inmates to the front. South Operational Command informs that on the night of July the 19th, the Russian army launched a missile attack on the Odesa region. A total of 7 caliber missiles were launched from the waters of the Black Sea. Air defense forces of the Ukrainian armed forces shot down 1 missile. 6 hit the village. As a result of the impact, 3 detached houses and 2 courtyard structures were destroyed and caught fire. Several private estates, cars, a school and a cultural center were also damaged. 6 people were injured, including a 5-month-old child. Fire on an area of 300 square meters was promptly extinguished. 95 rescuers, 16 units of equipment were involved.
Ворог продовжує бити саме по мирним мешканцям.
The enemy continues to hit civilians. The Russians used caliber missiles for the first time in 2015 when they fired at Syria from the Caspian Sea. And since that time, the Russians believe that the caliber missiles are such a mechanism of military and diplomatic pressure on certain countries. How many calibers has the enemy launched at our country? And it is pressing, morally, physically, destroying the infrastructure. On July the 18th, the Russian military shelled Bilopillia from Grad. 1 person, the driver of the car, is in serious condition. The injured man was taken to the Sumy Regional Hospital. Such information was provided to the correspondents of Suspilne by Bilopillia city mayor Yuri Zarko. There were about 12 hits in total. The shelling of the city began around 1:30 p.m. At around 10 p.m. on July the 18th, the head of the Sumy Region Military Administration, Dmytro reported that 2 people were wounded as a result of shelling in Bilopillia. 40 shells damaged 16 detached houses, commercial buildings and vehicles. During the day, the Russian military released more than 150 mines and projectiles in the Sumy region. The message says the shelling was carried out from mortars, barrel and rocket artillery. The Russians also opened fire with machine guns and grenade launchers. After Russian shells hit Tsyrkuny village on July the 18th, a medical facility caught fire. Early reports suggest no casualties. As a result of another shelling, the roof in a 1-story building caught fire. According to the Regional Emergency Service, the fire area was 600 square meters. The Outpatient clinic is a local historical monument built 100 years ago, reports the Tsyrkunivsky Visti. Nearly 30 firefighters and 5 fire engines were involved in the extinguishing work. On the night of July the 19th, the Russian military shelled Nikopolskyi and Kryvorizkyi districts. They fired up to 40 missiles on Nikopol. 2 industrial enterprises were damaged, said Valentin Reznichenko, the head of Dnipropetrovsk region military administration. A few detached houses and electricity lines were also damaged in the town. According to the Regional Emergency Service, the aggressor opened artillery fire on Zelenodolska community in Kryvorizkyi district. Fortunately, there are no casualties and destructions. Just after breakfast, she's getting in the baby carriage and ready to go to volunteer with her parents.
Наша головна волонтерка.
Our main volunteer likes being on arms more. We train her not to be afraid of people. 2-month-old Mia started helping the military with her mother in her tummy. A full-scale war, as Anna Sekun says, started when the woman was pregnant.
Важко було по-своєму.
It was difficult because I was constantly on trips. You don't lie down, you don't rest lying on your back. Somewhere you don't sleep, somewhere you forget to have a snack. But that's how you keep yourself in good shape, because otherwise you just fall apart. She says that she took her daughter on her first volunteer assignment 2 weeks after she was born. Now she plays without crying in the hands of volunteers.
Ми п'ємо каву, всі
We drink coffee, we all take her in our arms, we all play with her. While parents are packing boxes of humanitarian aid into the car,
допомога.
aid in this box is for little ones. This is for other babies and so on. Together with your mother, Anya, and father, Timur, Mia goes to the volunteer headquarters. Then they go for humanitarian aid. After that, the 3 of them go to help the displaced persons from Kharkiv.
Ребята нам визвались,
Anya and Timur wanted to help us. We are very grateful to them for this. Despite the fact that they have such a small child, they are so active in helping people. The girl starts to cry only sometimes, says Timur, the father.
Якісь справи.
You may have some things to do here, but then you drop everything and start to run around with her. Well, calm down, we are about to go home. But they can just sit at home now,
Тому що 20
because February the 24th is still not over. This is important because she is a child and she will live in this country. All 3 of them plan to volunteer until victory.